Hey everyone, Ollie here. Let me know what you guys think about this new setup. I feel like I've used it in past few videos now. I'm really enjoying it. I really like the depth it creates. Like the background is so nice and blurry whilst I'm in focus. I don't know, there's something about that nice sort of separation. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Before we get into this video, please make sure to subscribe to my newsletter if you haven't already. I send it out once a month. I share thoughts, experiences, and links to interesting things that I found over the last month. So make sure to check it out. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing what I think is the easiest way to make $100,000 a year. This is actually based on a Twitter thread by Jordan Ross. So I'm pretty much ripping off the Twitter thread, but I feel like it actually really aligns with how I would do it and the thoughts that I've had and the sort of process of it. Because yeah, a lot of you ask, you know, if I had to start from nothing, if I had to start from scratch, how would I start making $100,000 a year? And I think what he shares and what I'm sharing really sort of is the way I would do it. It's what I would try first before I tried anything else, because it just aligns with how I could make $100,000 in a year. Now, this isn't meant to be sort of passive income, smart passive income or anything like that. This is how you would actively make $100,000 in a year. So the first thing is you've got to find a skill that you're good at or you can get better at. So a good idea would be to list out the skills that you're currently good at. Maybe that's website creation, app development, graphic design, copywriting, social media. I'm just reading my notes here, some of the stuff that I've listed down. But yeah, those are just some of the skills that maybe you have or maybe you're willing to learn that you can sell. It's important having a skill that you can sell, something that not other people have, especially like website design. This is why I got into website design and sort of making websites. A lot of people just don't have the time to make a website. A lot of people don't have the time to learn to make a website. For most of the people who watch this video, most of you are probably already quite familiar with how to make a website. And we're not the norm. That's not the norm at all. If you talk to just a random person down the street, maybe you ask your mum or your dad, cousin, whatever, if you ask them how to make a website, they will probably have no idea. And that's the whole point. You have a skill that not everyone has and that hopefully you can, well, you enjoy doing, because that's the other thing. You've got to pick something that you're actually going to be willing to get better at, because if you don't really try to get better at it, you're not going to be able to charge more for it. I feel like that it just goes hand in hand. Let's just say for this video, you're good at video editing for social media. Maybe you can edit YouTube videos, or maybe you can make short form content for TikTok or Instagram, purely because that's like the trendy thing to do now, right? Second is finding potential clients. Now that you have your skill and you're good at it, you've got to find clients. This is usually the tough part. And understandably, this is also the part that's going to take the most time. It's not going to be an easy thing to do. You could contact 100, 200, maybe even 1,000 people, and you might end up only getting 5, 10, 20 clients, something like that. Finding clients for video editing though can actually be pretty easy, because you can go to somewhere like YouTube, go through various channels, maybe channels that you currently watch, or just other channels that you come across on YouTube, and see if they have a TikTok or an Instagram, and if they're utilizing those profiles, if they're posting short form clips. If they're already posting short form clips, it probably isn't worth getting in touch with them, because they most likely already have a video editor or something. But if you find a channel that doesn't have a popular TikTok profile, but they have a big YouTube channel, this is a golden opportunity. This is the perfect sort of person to contact and see if they're interested in hiring a video editor that can do it all for them. So what I would do is I would build a database slash sort of spreadsheet slash CRM like you see here. I'll share this one if you guys are interested. I mean, it's really easy to make in Notion anyway. But yeah, potential client sort of database. You had the name of the channel, the person, whoever runs the channel, a link to the channel, of course, their email. Usually their email is listed in the about section of their YouTube channel. And then you'd have a section or column for if you contacted them, and then you'd have another column for responded. You can add other columns as well, maybe pricing that you sent them or whatever, or pricing they've come back with, just anything that you think is relevant, any information relevant to these potential clients. Third is creating an offer. So now that you have your potential list of clients, you've got to start crafting an offer. You've got to make something that's compelling, something that can be interesting to them, that provides value to them. So from my own experience from hiring people and getting all sorts of emails from lots of different people wanting to do this, that, and the other for me, there's always been a few that have stood out, and I want to share how they stand out. So most people will make a bad offer, something like, hey, my name's Olia, I'm a video editor, I can edit your videos, are you looking for an editor? This is a really bad offer, because it just says that you're a video editor. It doesn't show what you've done, your work or whatever. And it just says, and it just asks, are you looking for an editor? I feel like if I got an email like that, I'll be honest, I just ignore it. It doesn't really sort of compel me to reply because I have no idea who this person is. I have no connection to them and they want to edit my videos. Why? Like, I haven't seen any of their work or whatever. Yeah, it's just really off-putting. And like I said, half the time they don't even include their portfolio, which is just shocking to me. I don't know why you'd email something like that and not include sort of other work that you've done. A better offer though is something like this, and these are the sort of emails that really sort of piqued my interest and got me to reply. So something like, hey, my name is Olia, I'm a video editor, I noticed you don't post on TikTok or Instagram, I'd love to help you out and be your video editor. Here are a couple of videos I've edited for you. Then you insert a link to the videos that you've edited for them, let me know your thoughts, and then yeah, it's simple as that. Because they've inserted the link and they've edited my videos, not just some other random videos that they've done in the past, because they've edited my ones, I am much more likely to have a look. I'm much more likely to click that link, have a look and see what they come up with, because it's my own work. Like, if someone can take my own work and somehow make it into something else, transform it into something else, that's definitely going to get me interested. When you do this, your portfolio won't even actually matter because you've already done the work basically for that potential client. Them looking at your portfolio, they're probably not even going to notice or realize. They're going to be focused on what you've created for them. That's what I'm usually like. I'm focused on what the person has already created for me. I'm not really too fussed about what they've created in the past. The only time I'd be interested in what they've created in the past is if I've actually gone to them and trying to find a video editor, trying to find someone. I would want to see their previous work. But yeah, if you've already sort of done the work for them, they're not going to care about your portfolio. They're just going to be focused on what you've already made for them. Number 4 is make it easy, but don't be annoying. So once you've emailed them, I think following up twice is okay. A third time, I probably wouldn't, because after the third time, they're clearly not interested. Stop bothering them. You'd be surprised at how many emails I get, and some people have followed up 10 times. 10 times. How can you, like, I just don't have the time to reply to every single email. I wish I did. And I've now had to set up filters and stuff just to have things sort of go into the trash automatically. And I've also set up sort of auto responses saying, hey, thanks for getting in touch, but this isn't something I'm interested in at the time. So yeah, don't be annoying, because if you're someone who's annoying and constantly nags and sort of emails someone, they're actually going to just be more put off by you. They get emails, they get tons of emails, I'm sure, every single day. They don't want to have another person just bothering them constantly. If you do get a response though, make it easy for them. The whole point of you getting in touch with them is to make their life easier. You're doing something for them that they don't have to think about. The whole point is to help them grow, help their business grow, and hopefully also make them more money. If you can do something like that, then yeah, your price is going to be well worth it. You can tell them you're going to edit something like 10 clips for $1,000 or maybe even $2,000. If that's too much for them, maybe you can offer 5 clips for $500. Tell them you'll even handle uploading it all for them. You'll handle everything. They don't even need to worry about it. The plan would be to start small and just to grow their social media channel. If you can start growing that channel, if you can show the growth and the engagement, you can show that there's actual results, you can even start charging more money. The aim is that the money that they're spending on you is actually showing results. It's actually showing something that they're getting out of it. And if they can continue growing that, if you can continue growing it for them, if you can continue getting results for them, yeah, you can start charging more money because they're inevitably also going to make more money from it. At the end of each month, I would even highly recommend maybe creating some sort of end of month brief or something like that. Just some sort of easy PDF document, or it could even be an email, just showing the growth of what they've done, the social media channel that you're working on, showing how many clips have posted. Maybe you can go even more in depth, showing which clips have done well, why they've done well, and in the future maybe you're going to make more clips like that so you can keep sort of growing that reach, so you can keep getting in those views, so you can keep getting those followers. Having that sort of end of month brief just makes it so much more valuable for the client, because again, they're seeing the results. They don't have to keep going to their profile, seeing if things are growing. If you can show them the sort of growth from month to month, yeah, it will just be so valuable to them. Now that you have the one client, you can start rinse and repeating this process for multiple different clients, contact so many different people and just do exactly the same thing. And as your skills get better and you have proven growth, you can show that you've done this for other sort of creators online. Like I said, you can start charging more. It only takes 5 clients at $2,000 a month to make $10,000 a month. Maybe you have 10 clients at $1,000 if you want to do it like that. Because if you get good at your job and you start getting quicker with your sort of editing process, you start putting in processes that make your job quicker, you could easily make 50 clips maybe in a couple of days. Maybe you can then start outsourcing that work to other people. So then maybe you could bring on even more clients, or maybe you just want to free up more of your time. There's a lot of opportunity for growth here when it comes to sort of agency work and hiring and having clients and things like that, and hiring other people to do the work for you. There is a lot of growth. There are some agencies out there which are making absolutely millions, and you've probably never heard of them. I know Neil Patel is one of them. He has an agency where he does sort of marketing and SEO and stuff like that. And I think he makes like 9 figures a year, which is just insane. It's absolutely crazy to me. So you can imagine if you sort of build this client base over time, you're only going to get more and more clients, because there's always going to be more creators. There's always going to be more people who are looking for video editing. There's also going to be people who like creating content but don't know how to edit. So there's a lot of opportunity here, and this is just one role that I've tackled here, which is just video editing for TikTok and Instagram. That's such a niche, small thing which you can make money from. And it's funny because I'm actually paying someone to do that for me right now. I have a video editor. I'm paying them $1,000, $2,000 a month to edit my sort of TikTok and Instagram videos and stuff like that. And actually I'm hiring someone else now to help me create more videos and to manage my YouTube channels here in the office full time. So if you guys are interested, make sure to check out that job. I have it on my website. Yeah, I'm looking for someone in-house though. It can't be a remote job. But yeah, even I think to myself of starting an agency again, of taking on more client work, because a lot of people do ask, how do I do this? How do I do that? Hey, can you do this for me? Hey, can you do that? And I think to myself, if I started an agency again and I started doing web design stuff, sort of marketing stuff and social media stuff, I could maybe make good money. One idea I've actually been thinking about is going to companies, tech companies especially, and being like, hey, I'll build a YouTube channel for you about your product. I'll literally build a YouTube channel around your product, tutorials, guides, everything about your product, basically just how to use it, video guides on how to use it. And maybe sign them to a 6 to 12 month contract, maybe charge a set fee like $50,000 or $100,000. And yeah, at the end of it, they would have a channel with tons of content, because you could technically record the content over like 2 or 3 weeks and then spread it out over the whole year, maybe a video a week or something like that. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity here. There's just one idea that I've been thinking about and I've been considering, because obviously I have experience in making videos like this, making talking head videos, running YouTube channels, knowing what it takes to have a YouTube channel. I've been making YouTube videos for years now. So yeah, if any companies are interested, contact me. Maybe we could work something out. But yeah, I think that is one of the easiest ways to currently make $100,000. I'm sure it might be different in a few years, but if I were to start again, that's what I would do. I would start taking on client work and build it up to make $100,000 a year. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to my newsletter if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and subscribe for more.